What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I just wanted to let you know that what we're getting into today. We got a break from Foolish, and now we're working on Lunchmoney, my truck. We are going to be doing a Phantom Billet Grille install. I've always wanted one of these grills since I had my first Mazda back in high school, but I want to give a huge shout out to Victor Smith. My wife actually reached out to him and got me in touch with him, and I was able to get a grill off him. So thanks, man. Appreciate that. So it gave me more content for the channel. So I'm going to do an install on, I've never done one before. So you guys are going to go along with me and let's just try to do it. So here we go. I started off by cutting a template of the grill out of ram board. So what I went ahead and did was I just pulled the tape line right across that from that lip down, and I'll cut on this side of the line, and I will bring a sander in and just touch this up as much as I need to get it to form to that grill correctly. Always cut more, or cut enough where you can leave yourself room to fine tune it. Yes, that tape line is there, but that's just a guide. I wouldn't really go off that tape line. You're gonna have to, I mean, the grill could be messed up, or the actual grill could be messed up. It could be bowed, it could be warped. I mean, these are from the 80s and early 90s, so I don't think that you're gonna get a perfect one, especially if it's used. But I'm just gonna do the best I can, because that's mini trucking life, and hopefully it'll look good. I appreciate all the Mazdas that have given me donor parts. I kind of have my own little pick and pull going on. Again, we got like 5 Mazdas, so 2 of them are nothing but parts trucks. But I'm just gonna go for it. Here we go. Also, the tools I will be using will be it's a Harbor Freight body saw. It's the same thing as an air saw, it's just electric. So when I went to Harbor Freight, they didn't have any of the electric ones. There wasn't any in any of the stores around us. So pretty much I just said, hey, you got anything compatible that's electric? And he said, actually we do. We have a body saw. So I went and got that, and pretty much if you guys don't have an air compressor, this is definitely a tool that you can use. It's the same thing, it's just electric. You can buy the blades there as well. They were like a couple bucks for a pack of 4 or 5 of them. I just picked up 2 packs, so I mean, I don't know how many I'm gonna need for this, but it's just plastic, so it should go pretty simple. I have seen another video on YouTube about this. Yeah, it was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. There was some stuff that I can probably do a little bit better, as I mean, like, it's plastic, so it's very forgiving. You can just cut what you think you need to cut out, and then go back in with a sander and just fine tune the edge and make it nice and clean. I'm just gonna keep putting the grill back in and out and just trying to get it as nice of a cut as I can on it. But this is just a practice grill, so I mean, who knows, I might just leave this on my truck, but we'll find out. Alright guys, so I actually pulled out the 90 die grinder with the cutting wheel. I think it's gonna cut a lot quicker than that body saw. I might body saw that to get a little fine tuned, but I think this is gonna work a lot faster. All right, guys, so there is something that I am running into that I could show you that it might help if you're doing this process. There's a lot of these tabs right here on the back side of it. If you can relieve those, it might make it your job a hell of a lot easier to do. There's a bunch right here on the side because you got to cut this all the way down. There's some on the bottom of the headlight bucket, all the way down the center of this. I'm just going to go real quick and just kind of cut these apart so it'll make it easier for when I do this. Alright guys, sorry about the compressor in the background. So I have found a good technique is using the die grinder to do your line, go back through it and make a deeper groove. Now it does look a little rough, but if you can see real close, it's not on the tape edge. I have more material there than it looks like. But I'm just keeping that tape edge as a guide, like I said, and I'm going back in with that body saw, and it's just cut it like butter going through there. So I'm basically scoring it with this, and then I'll go back through and cut it with that body saw. So I'm trying to work smarter, not harder. So when you're doing this process, just keep in mind that you do want to wear safety glasses or a face shield just to protect your eyes, because there's a lot of plastic that comes off during this process. Alright guys, after I made a big mess on the ground, it smells lovely too, by the way. Okay, so as you can see how there's still an edge on that. We're going to come back and clean all that up. It's better to have more material than not enough. You can always take it out. So that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to put that grill in real quick and see what it looks like. So give me a second. Sorry about the air compressor, but guy to the side. Probably gonna get my burr bits out. Again, this is just a practice grill anyways. I'm just trying to get it down, that way I can cut the chrome one up. But that's where we're at, so. Supports. I made just cut them all the way out. Just like that. coming in and cutting that right there on the edge. You can see it's rough, but don't let that discourage you. We'll hit it with a sander. So I'm making these relief cuts right here. See how that just broke off? Oh, dropped the die grinder. Anyways, you see what I'm doing here? I'm just trying to clean up where these supports are all the way down. So that's what we're doing right now. I'll be back in a minute to show you what I cleaned up. Alright guys, so I got it all undone. Cut the center section out.
The host doesn't stay with
and
you because a vacation.
We are going to pop this out real quick. It might be a little stuck in there because it's plastic and it's like melted together, but for the most part, it should just pop right out. I just think it's melted together again. There we go. Come on, baby. Just pop her out real quick. There we go. Just separate her. Let me get that body saw real quick. Help her disconnect. Alright, the center section's out. Don't need that anymore. Now all I gotta do is come in and clean this edge up, and then we will test fit it. I will actually test fit it before I do that. I'm just gonna try to knock off some of this melted plastic on here. I still need to cut out on this piece over here. I need to cut this bottom edge, this edge, and this top edge real quick. So we'll do that. I have found that cutting wheel works very well, but if you don't have a really nice air compressor, I don't have a nice one. I'm just making some relief cuts real quick in the corner. That one's good. Now I'm gonna go grab that die grinder real quick. And I did have to cut a couple on the back side of those supports all the way down this. The body saw didn't get all the way through it. But again, we're gonna go real quick with that die grinder. Cut these loose real quick. Couple here. Flip this back over real quick.
Sorry if I'm not talking much, guys. I'm a worker. I gotta learn to talk with the camera because technically I'm still new to this whole YouTube thing. So just bear with me. But if you just watch, you'll learn how to do this. A lot of it's just trial and error. Basically just rough cutting out the grill, and I'll come back in and fine tune it with a sander. Work or it won't. That's why I have plenty of practice drills. Sometimes you just gotta do it. Just go in and clean it up. Leave this tape on here. I can see that I'm definitely gonna have to come back on this back side and clean up some of these.
Alright guys, so what I ended up doing was just sanding down the edges. I used a it's like a Scotch-Brite pad kind of, but it's the brown one, so it's a little more rough. So I can get in here and fine tune this line, see how it's real nice and straight now. You have to look at it a certain way with the camera, but it's pretty damn straight. I squared off the edges. It's hard to see with the camera, but I squared off the edges. And now I'm just gonna fit it to where I want to put the grill at the angle that this sits at. So, I mean, you could fine tune it to exactly where you want, but we're just gonna try to get it in there as smooth as possible, the transition from it, because this doesn't conform to the grill exactly how it's supposed to, but we're just gonna try to do the best we can. I mean, you can have it protrude out or in. I will show you here in a second. Now, as you can see how it's sticking out like that? This is all preference. I mean, I would rather have it a little more smoother, kind of sitting in there somewhat like that, where it doesn't really stick out. I will fine tune it as I go to put this on the truck. I'm gonna see how it's all nice and smooth now, except for that top part. This is what we're talking about, where it doesn't conform to the grill exactly how it's supposed to. So that's fine. We will just do the best we can. All right, so what I'm doing is I have the grill face down, and I'm feeling under the edge. I'm feeling under the edge where it's at. And temporarily, I'm just putting rivets in this because I'm not using this grill anyways. Again, this is just a test before I do my chrome grill. So I will work out all my little bugs with that. So basically, I'm just lining it up by feel, popping a hole through there and sticking a rivet in there, because again, I'm not using this grill, the plastic part. So I'm just gonna get it as best as I can and then try to fix my errors as I go and perfect it and see where I need to not cut or cut more out of on the next grill. So I mean, I'm trying to learn somewhere, and here we go. So here's the final outcome on this grill. This is part 1 of 2. I still need to recess the headlights, but what do you think? I think it looks pretty good. Alright guys, that's the end of the video for the day. Again, this is part 1 of 2. We will be recessing the headlights on the next video. I appreciate everybody for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Comment down below if you would like any more information. And just remember, dreams are only fantasy if you're not willing to put in the work. Catch us next time.